G'day folks, Damon from Nomad. Got something I'm really excited about here, the new range of Seacore bait casting rods. You might not know, because I've obviously done a lot of blue water fishing over the years, but I absolutely love my estuary fishing, barramundi, jacks, anything to do with casting at snags, absolutely love it. I'm a bait caster tragic from way back, so it's been really cool to be able to finally, apply some of that, I guess, interest and knowledge into a range of rods. Been waiting a long time to do these. So I'm going to run you through the models and what they're all for, some of the features on all of these bait cast rods. So to start with, we've got a 6'2". We've actually got 6'2", 6'6", and 7'2" models. So you run you through each one of those. The 6'2", obviously designed for tighter structure, casting at snags. This has been built with a full rear grip, so it's a fairly short rear grip because obviously you don't want it too long. You're trying to cast at structure with these shorter rods. This is a 12 to 25 pound rating. Absolutely perfect for barramundi, jacks, flatties, I guess larger bass, anywhere that you're casting at tight structure. Absolutely ideal for accurate casting. So all of these rods have been designed to work lures that are obviously in our range, any other lures that you'd be using in those applications. But the real purpose for us of designing these rods is to make sure that you can work the lures. To me, working the lure is the primary purpose of a lot of these rods. It's obviously you want casting distance, you want all of that sort of stuff, but if they can't work a lure properly, it makes your life really hard from an angling point of view. So the tips that we've put in a lot of these are slightly, I guess you'd call them a little bit stiffer tips. So we want something that when you're working top water or jerk baits or plastics, you're going to be able to impart action into the lure. So not as important when you're slow rolling a plastic or something like that, but for top water, walk the dog, jerk baits, that sort of stuff, you really want a rod that's going to help you and not make your life harder. And obviously the more action that you can put into the lure, whether it's twitching a jerk bait, the more action that goes into that lure underwater, really the more bites you're going to get. So that's something that we've really thought about with all of the actions on these rods. So they feature Toray Carbon. It's a mixture of 24, 30 ton through the rods to really get a really good mixture of durability and the action that we want out of the rods. So like I said, first up, 6'2", 12 to 25, perfect for all your barramundi, jacks, casting at snags. That's probably, I started with that one, it's probably my personal favorite, just for what I like doing. Then we've obviously got the 6'6" range. So there's 3 different weight ratings in the 6'6". Really, really good all-round multi-purpose application. You can still use these casting for snags. Obviously a bit longer, you can cover some distance, whether you're casting in an impoundment or you want to be catching flatties or cod, whatever it might be. You can use these rods for that application. So we've got a 6 to 14 pound, we've got 12 to 25, the top end, and we've got the 10 to 17. So again, the grip's been made a little bit different on these. We've got the split rear grip, a little bit longer rods, just to try and keep the weight down and get the balance right at the back end of the rod. If I hadn't mentioned it already, Fuji guides on all of the rods in the Seacore range. So we then go up to the 7'2", and in that range we've got the 10 to 17 and a 12 to 25. We've just gone the 2 heavier models there. Obviously with the 7'2", this is the 12 to 25. It's a longer, heavier rod, really designed for longer distance casting, covering water. This is the sort of thing that I'd use, slow rolling a plastic or slow rolling a deep crankbait or something like that. Barramundi, impoundment fishing, it'd be just as much at home catching Murray cod, or distance casting for big flatties. If you were trying to use a big glide bait, I'd probably be going the 10 to 17 for most of the flathead applications. The way I'd fish, I'd probably be looking at the 10 to 17 for that estuary flathead application, and then the 12 to 25 more for your barramundi and Murray cod application. So yeah, there's 6 rods in the range, really designed to cover any of those accurate casting at snags applications, all the way through to larger impoundments for your bigger species. So we've been testing these for a long time. We've put them through their paces. They're really fun rods to use, and I'm certainly looking forward to getting out there and using them a little bit more in the near future. So for all the specifications and details on the Seacore Baitcast rods, you can head over to the website nomadtackle.com. If you've got any questions or comments that you want to leave below, just put them in there. Happy to answer any questions on the Seacore rods or any other Nomad products that we can help you with. And otherwise, we'll see you on the next one.